Off on another adventure, are we?
Think they're oh so clever. Peeves Escape's the best one ever.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying...
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it.
It is. His name... He's waiting for me near a goblin mine.
Of course. How exciting.
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sir...
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a cup.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Incendio! A friend who speaks Gobbledegook is meeting us.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ran... Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had...
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of Damn Bragbor.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we... Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for...
What do you mean, repositories?
Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repository. We were to search anywhere that was connected to
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began.
Why does Ranrock care so much?
He cares about what they... For centuries, wizards have... Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for Goblinkind.
Here comes my friend Amit.
Greetings, Lodgok.
You speak...
Oh, but...
Enough. Please do not tell me that was...
Well, yes.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as
I can.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher.
What written plans? And why?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting, and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk any... All you need to do is not be seen.
Amit and I can...
I will await. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us. Lumos!
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Incendio. Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't
Revelio.
believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Afraid to fight.
Accio. Incendio. Defender. Defender. Not quite. Levioso. Crucial. Accio.
That was a little more than
I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Accio. Watched by a door. Revelio. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Accio. Flipendo. I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Revelio. It's it.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. There must be more notes around here.
Revelio.
What might be building?
Accio.
Human to worry
Incendio. Defender. Bombarda. Accio. Revelio.
Fascinating to see Gobbledegook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. If I'm translating this,
Revelio.
and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I don't know if I see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodglock empty.
I won't rest. Get away!
Accio.
Kill spell
Incendio.
plant on the
Leviosa.
Let me go! What?
Incendio. Incendio. Defendo. Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
Put me down!
Incendio. Bravado.
I won't rest.
Oh, this healing is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever... Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Glacius. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
Wizards will be defeated. Upriven and dying, are we? You won't get away with that.
Incendio.
Unfortunate disappointment. I shall avenge your death.
Incendio. Bravado. Defender. Accio.
That's meant for me.
Incendio.
Cover up, boy.
Incendio.
last of them, our mate. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Don't think I've found all the plans. I'd best keep looking.
Quiet enough.
Accio. That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. Imagine most goblins to be brilliant. Revelio. Incendio. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Accio. Revelio. Incendio. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. you!
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad.
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for...
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rook...
I've been wondering about something else you said before.
Yes?
If you...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows, Watch for my owl.